Hi there, this is Dale, and I wanted to walk you through our iTunes U course for Waukesha North Professional Development. And I wanted to show you how to enroll, and then I'd like to show you how to get around iTunes U. Alright, so let's start with iTunes U. First of all, iTunes U is an app for your iPad, so you have to have it downloaded onto your iPad. So go to the App Store and search for iTunes U. Once you do, you'll have been shared this document, which is the overview of the North Professional Development iTunes U course. And the first thing you'll want to do is make sure that you enroll in the course. Now again, this class is going to be done through iTunes U. As a result, your materials are accessible on your iPad. Sure, you might do a lot of your work on your MacBook, but to access materials, you're going to have to use both devices. Okay, so let's assume that you've downloaded the iTunes U app onto your iPad. We're going to register for the course. Now, I'm in Google Drive here, and so I see the link here, and I touch it. Once I do, the keyboard pops up, and then I get, looks like 5 options. On the far right is Open Link. So I'm going to touch Open Link. And what will happen is it gives me a choice. I get this question all the time, Chrome or Safari. 90% of the time, I want to use Safari on an iPad. It works best all the way around. So let's touch Open in Safari. When we do, it's going to take us to a website, which is going to take us to iTunes U. And here you're going to request enrollment. Because it's a private course and it's not a part of the iTunes U library of courses, you have to request enrollment, and then I go into my own email and I acknowledge and allow you to come into the class. So when you touch agree, you're agreeing that you're gonna, enrolling in the course. I get to see your email and I get to see the things that you do in the course. And so I touch agree, and what will happen is iTunes U goes back to your catalog and it'll say awaiting approval. When I touch OK, you can see that it's not. It has not been approved yet. Okay, you can see that I have gone through and approved enrollment into this course. You'll always go to iTunes U to see the course. And so make sure that when you want to access materials, grab your iPad, go into the app iTunes U, you'll see here there's 2 courses. The Waukesha North Professional Development class is on the left. When I touch that, it opens up. Okay, gives me some general information, but I want to walk you through an iTunes U course because this might be the first time that you've done it. On the left-hand side, you see general information. Let's start by going down to Artifact Collection and Enrolling. So when we touch that, you will see there's a couple things you need to do in this course. Number one, it demands that you produce artifacts, and those artifacts will be listed in a portfolio. What we've done is created a template for a portfolio. Certainly, you could use any kind of portfolio that you'd like. You could create your own Google site. You could do a lot of different things, but in the essence of trying to help busy professionals, we've created a template. So when you touch here, and we're going to do that, it's going to take you to a Google site portfolio. And if you wanted to use this template, you would touch Use Template. And you can see on the left-hand side are the 4 areas of the class that you'll put your evidence in. Okay, that's number one that you'll want to do right away if you haven't already, is get that portfolio set up. Once you do, make sure that you change the share settings to, as you can see on the screen here, anyone that has a link can view. That way, when Darcy and I sit down and we take a look at them, it's easy. Don't share the sites with us. Just give us a link. And you can do that by filling out a form. This is what many of you do in your classrooms. If I were to sign in here, you would see that it's a Google form. And that form asks you for the URL of the course. Put your name and your URL, and it sends it to a spreadsheet for me to take a look at. Lastly, one of the places that you could also receive help is in the Waukesha 1 PD courses, and I'm gonna show you one spot here. On the bottom, there's a Materials tab, and when you touch that, you get just a bunch of materials and stuff that are in the class. There's no rhyme or reason or organization. It's just all the different materials. You can see on the left, they're classified by what they are. So there's one book in here that I think is interesting. It's the Explain Everything book. It's free, and if you haven't used Explain Everything, it's a fantastic app, and this book can help you understand that app. What I want to look at and show you, though, is images. And in images are directions for SDW classes. We take a quick look at this. It's going to download quick for us. It'll give you directions to enrolling in the Waukesha 1 PD classes here in SDW. And you can see these are the directions for you to be able to do. If you go to log into Blackboard, click on the staff link on the far right side, you can follow those directions and enroll in those classes. Fantastic resources for all of our teachers. All right, let's go back to what we were looking at here. When you log into an iTunes U course, you're going to want to look at the posts. The posts will give you all of the different things that we're working on in class. So for example, one of the first things that you might do under the posts is SAMR. I think we have a pretty good understanding of SAMR in our building, but you'll see here that is organized in the same way all the way around. You'll see that there's a SAMR Learn, Plan and Do, and Reflect. And so if you wanted to learn more about SAMR, you would touch that, and you can see here that we've put in all of these different cool resources for you to learn more. Some videos, the actual blog of Dr. Ruben Puntadora and his use of SAMR. But if we go back, you learn and then you plan and do. And in this part of the class, you would take a SAMR inventory. But you'll see, as you go to all the different posts, for example, if we go to Engaging Students in Learning, there's a Blackboard Learn, Plan and Do, and Reflect. If you go to Question and Discussion Techniques, there's a Learn, a Plan and Do, and a Reflect. And that's really the crux of the class, is learning about something, making a plan, doing it in your classroom, and then reflecting on how that instruction was done well, things that you can celebrate, or challenges that you may have run into. And so really when you look around in an iTunes U course, it's very much a giving out of information. There's really no take back here. And so if you click on the Plan and Do, it'll give you lots of different interesting things here that you can do for questioning and discussion techniques and anything. If you look on the left-hand side, you see here SAMR, Engaging Students in Learning, question and discussion techniques, and personalizing instruction in a blended environment. And so these are the different things that you can take a look at in the iTunes U class. And so that's our way around iTunes U as an app. When you go back to info, it'll give you a quick outline, and it'll look at an overview of the class, and really the crux of stuff that you'll want to know is in the posts, and the materials just have it's sort of a collection of all the different materials that are inside the course. Of course, if you have any questions, you can always see myself, Dale Van Kuren, or Darcy Van Adestein, our effectiveness coach.